Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be bringing you a recipe for yellow barfi Fiji style. This barfi is very much very close to the yellow barfi you can buy in Ba at one of the very famous vendors. I don't want to name any names, but it is definitely close to it, if not just like it. It tastes amazing, it melts in your mouth, it is so good, and I'm really proud of this recipe, so I hope you give it a try. You're going to need powdered milk, ghee, heavy whipping cream, yellow food coloring, sugar, and then water for the syrup. All the measurements will be on my website, which is linked down below. We're going to start off with adding the ghee to the powdered milk, and we're going to rub this into the powdered milk. As I showed in my other barfi videos, we're making this so the texture of the powdered milk changes. You want to make this as something that's called moin. It kind of becomes breadcrumb-like, and it adds moisture back into the powdered milk. You're going to go in with all the ghee in small increments. I did 3 increments. And then you're going to add the yellow food coloring to the heavy whipping cream. So this is heavy whipping cream, the liquid form, not whipped cream. And it's double cream in some places, but it's the highest content fat. You want to use the highest content fat in the milk that you can find. We're going to add the yellow milk now into the mixture, the milk mixture, and we're going to rub this in. There's no need to make it super fine and super dry. You just want to make sure that the heavy milk is very well incorporated. Just break up any big lumps, but there's no need to make it like super fine. Once that's done, you're going to set that aside, and we're going to prepare the pan for which we're going to set the barfi. So I like to use a rectangle or square pan. Whatever you want to use is fine. I like to put a little bit of ghee at the bottom, and then I like to line it with either wax paper or parchment paper. I highly recommend this because taking out your barfi in this way makes it very, very easy, and you don't have the risk of breaking it, trying to get into it. So I highly recommend this. Then we're going to go ahead and make the bag or the sugar syrup for this. So I have water heating up on high heat. I'm going to add the sugar, and then I'm going to add a drop of food coloring. So for this recipe, I use gel food coloring. You can use powdered or any other kind. It should be fine. You want to make sure you dissolve the sugar very well, and then you're just going to leave it alone and let it boil. Once it starts boiling, from that point on, it took my syrup 7 minutes to get to the 1 thread consistency. So you see the sugar syrup gets really sticky, and the bubbles get larger. I'll have all the tips on my website, and you can check out my other barfi recipe. It's the same sugar syrup. And here you see it's 1 thread consistency. If this goes off a little bit harder, or if it's a little bit lower, it will be fine because of the liquid content that we have in the milk powder. Then we're going to take the milk mixture, the dry milk mixture, and we're going to dump it into the pan. The pan is off at this point. We're not cooking this. You're just mixing it into the sugar syrup. With my other barfi recipe, I tell you to put the sugar syrup in the milk mixture, but this is the exact amount of sugar syrup that you want. So you can go ahead and dump the entire mixture in the sugar syrup and just give it a stir. You want to make sure this is mixed really well, break up any big lumps, and just get in there. There's no need to rush this. This isn't going to start hardening up in the pan or anything. Take your time, make sure you get rid of any big lumps, and then once that's done, you're going to transfer it to your greased container, and then you're going to start patting it down to get everything to adhere properly. I'm using a rubber spatula here, which seems to work best, but you can use the back of a spoon, you can use a little cup, anything that will help you get this smoothed out, and you are going to be pressing it down so the mixture starts sticking together. You can also use just wax paper on top and use your hands. Once it's nicely packed in and it's smooth, then you're gonna go in with your hundreds and thousands or sprinkles, or you could put edible glitter or whatever you want on top. Traditionally, it's hundreds and thousands in Fiji, so that's what I went with here. And then you're going to push the sprinkles into the mixture just lightly so it doesn't fall off. Now, this is optional. You don't need to add the sprinkles. You can also add colored almonds or chopped nuts, whatever you'd like. And then once that's done, you're going to let this sit and set. You do not want to cut this. You want to make sure that the pan is completely cool. So it might take yours a couple of hours, it might take 4 hours, whatever it takes, but it should be completely cool because by then everything's going to be set. And once it's cool, only then can you go ahead and cut this. So you can remove it with the help of the parchment paper or wax paper or butter paper, whatever you're using. And then you can cut this to your desired shape. I like to edge mine out on the sides so it's all the edges show, but you cut it whichever way you like. And there you have it. This barfi is to die for. If there is one barfi recipe you're going to try this Diwali season, I highly recommend this. I am extremely proud of this recipe, as I've said before. It is so delicious. It melts in your mouth. And there are no spices in this, so it is so close to the yellow barfi we buy at the vendor. So I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know how it turns out for you. And until next time, please take care. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that loves barfis. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.